Anytime you meet somebody, they go, "What's new?" And if you don't have new stuff, you're just another Me Too nursery. There's some deep meaning to the word Novalis.
Novalis equals progressive.
I think Novalis plants represent the best of breeding.
If anybody were to stop me on the street and say, "What's Novalis mean?" I would say right away, great genetics, superior marketing, independence only.
We say to turn new earth. And we kind of thought to turn new earth was what we were getting ready to do.
8 years ago, we realized that in order to kind of raise the bar in our company, that we were going to have to depend on new products to do that. On the other side, we saw that the independent garden centers were struggling, and we made the decision from the very beginning to align ourselves with them.
This is a brand for independent retailers, and it will remain a brand for independent retailers. So there's a real confidence level that all the work and effort that we're going to put into developing this as a brand is going to stay within the family.
Our independent sales staff that services the independent garden centers works with them. And a lot of the sales are really about relationships.
Novalis is a community concept. You know, we are a community of growers. We're a community of retailers, a community of landscapers, and we tie the circle together with the community of gardeners.
What we know is that the way people garden is changing.
Consumer gardeners want what's easy to grow, you know, what solves an application problem they have in their yard.
A lot of people at garden centers pick up plants and go, "Can I plant this in the sun? Not how much is it? Can I plant this? Will this live in the shade?" And so we were trying to give a solution in the brand at the same time.
When we question whether these plants are really going to stand up and be garden worthy, they truly have to be plants that work.
The value proposition to the consumer on a Novalis plant is, I'm going to be able to get something that performs, it's reliable, and I probably haven't seen it before.
The world is a big place, and lots of opportunities out there to bring things that have never been, you know, sold in this country.
We're looking for new strains of any given plant. So you might look for heat tolerance or more cold hardy varieties, or something with a more desirable leaf color. We start here in South Carolina in our trial garden, which is a 5-acre trial site with a horticultural staff. And then we go up into Ohio, over to Minnesota, to the West Coast. So the plants truly get a test for every region of the country, which is I don't think ever been done before in our industry.
What's coming up, what's hot is always a question that we're asked when we go to visit customers. And a lot of it anymore is really the marketing that drives what's hot. And that's one of the things that Novalis is able to bring to the table is the marketing to back up these new plants. And you can have the best plant in the world, but if you don't tell the world about it, it really becomes a secret.
A lot of the branding is centered around solution marketing and providing the consumer with an answer to a problem they have.
One of the best ways for you to differentiate a plant is through its packaging.
On a garden center's busiest day in the spring, where we're probably doing over half the sales that happen in a whole year over a fast 12-week period, there's just no way that we can have staff available to help answer every individual customer's questions. So the signage and tagging are sort of our silent salespeople that help customers make the right decision.
I think one of the greatest assets of the Novalis whole offering is the vast array of merchandising tools we provide in the toolkit. We don't try to impose, we don't try to tell a garden center what to do with the toolkit. We just make the kit available, and they work that around their own needs.
Everything that Novalis does is designed to allow the independent garden center to give it a point of differentiation from the box store.
We were in a meeting the other day, and You know how your parents would say never, you'll never do that. And it was funny, you know, we kind of laughed, but all of us, we said never, it'll never go anywhere but garden centers. And you got our word on that. It's not going to happen. Our success depends on their success. Sounds a little corny, but it's the truth. It's a friendship as well as a business relationship, and that makes business a lot easier. We do this because we love it, and it's our passion. It's what we do.